Care. Care. Caron. I think that's good. Ooh. Sometimes I be seeing stuff and I'm like, oh, I gotta watch that. Okay. All right. So, Grand Rising. I hope you're doing well. I am the Truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Jupiter Day Carpo readings. For this week's, everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below. For this week's Jupiter Day Carpo reading, I will be channeling with dearest Mother Azuli, who's supporting the collective highest good and the highest good. If you look up Mother Azuli, you'll see that she is a voodoo goddess. She's a Loa of love, beauty, lavishness, luxury, prosperity, and passion. She is the protector of women, children, and outcasts. If you look up Mother Azuli, you'll see that she has a knife in one hand and Tijon Petro on her son in the other. She also has a cut on her face. Some people say that it was because she had a fight with her sister, and there's others who say that it's because people tried to harm her. Okay, Karen. I asked Mother Azuli myself, who are you, and how would you like for me to describe you? And the following came up. The number sequence 1, 2, 3 came up. I see that as expansion, growing forward, moving forward, progression, expansion, extension, building, all of that. And she also said the following: progression on the path, your path, ascension, protective, boundaries, no means no energy, vigilance, diligence, travel, movement, either physically, like location, the world, across the world, and or energetically, cutting something off, putting a stop to something in order to move forward, cutthroat, and mermaids, snakes, and the yin yang symbol was coming up. So that's Darius Mother Azuli for you, and I'll be channeling her for this week's Jupiter Day Carpo readings. If you hear any extra sounds in the screen, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and I want to handle it if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated and helpful. And let's begin this week's Jupiter Day Carpo readings. We have two topics, and I'll start with the first one. Okay, we have two topics. I'll start with the first one. All right, let's start with the first topic. Oh, okay. So, for the first topic of this week's Jupiter Day card pro reading, it is Independence Self. The two cards that came out are Rosemary, Remembrance, Loyalty, Faithfulness, and then Potion, Invigoration, Empowerment. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of both of those, is Sun, Healing, Energy, Happiness, Comfort, and Joy. The top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is Broom, Energy, Clearing, Freshening. There's something here about like cleansing out, cleansing something out, and I feel like it's to make way for happiness. Simple as that. Something about clearing something out. I feel like there's a lot about like, because rosemary is not only, it is about like, it does help you to remember or whatnot, to like not forget yourself or whatnot, or not to forget in general. So remembrance for sure. But rosemary could be used for protection as well. I use it for protection. So there's something about like clearing away, I guess, like negativity or what doesn't serve you or doesn't serve the situation and whatnot. And making way for better. There could be something about spell work when it comes to that. Rosemary and spell work and potions, like maybe candles or like making actual potions or like what do they call it? Tinctures and stuff like that from rosemary, something like that. But it's like to clear away. And then something with clearing away and related to the sun and like burning things away. And then like it's like to allow happiness to come in or something. So yeah, independence and self. Let's read the first one. We have here rosemary. I'm gonna turn. My bad. I didn't do it that way either. It's supposed to be red. But anyways, yeah, rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, faithfulness. Rosemary is an aromatic herb closely associated with loyalty, devotion, and remembrance of the dead. The sharp, piney smell is clean, helping to clear away confusion and uncertainty. Rosemary's needles grow on woody stems, a strong cord that is not easily broken. The rosemary card tells you to be faithful to what you hold sacred in your life. Whatever that is, your values, beliefs, people, or whatever you feel passionate about, remember these things and honor them. Keep them in mind when making choices. Don't let the world sway you from your ideals. Reflection. What do you hold to be sacred in your life? There's something about also like building up like your own thing, I guess your own sense of like morals, and just like it says, like what you're loyal to, what is like your thing. There's something about that with independence and self, like autonomy, and it's like in terms of like determining like what is your values, your morals, like what do you go by, what is your faith in, your beliefs, or something like that. hmm I'm gonna read the potion part too. If I can find it. Okay, there we go. Potion, invigoration, empowerment. The potion card tells you that a small infusion of intention, even just a drop, can invigorate you and get you back on track if you are feeling out of control. Any act done with intention can stimulate forward movement. Choosing to empower yourself with a small gesture of concentrated magic can refresh you enough to galvanize your motivation. This may be as simple as casting a basic spell or meditating in nature. Not every action needs to be huge, and not every change is immediate and sweeping. Don't discount the magic that a tiny gesture or a moment can create. Just a small drop will do. Reflection. What energizes you on a daily basis? I get devotion. There's something about devotion as well, like, or whatnot. Like, with the loyalty and like, it's like devotion. Like, what are you like putting into all the time? Like what is your set thing and like what are you being consistent in and loyal to? Mm. And something about it just gives like autonomy, especially the fact that the title is independence and self is given like autonomy. And just from reading these and like briefly like looking at it, especially like the sun in like astrology is like to me like the I am, like that's like the person, the sun is like the person or the personality or whatnot. So it's giving me like is it main character? I wanted to say main character, but I don't really think that's really the word. It's like again, like say gaining your own sense of morale, your own sense of value, your autonomy or something like that. Like what and that and then there's like a little bit of something with cleansing and protection from like what I was saying earlier. About the rosemary could also be about like cleansing. I use it for cleansing and like all that stuff. And it could be like for protection as well. Um, and then also the fact that like with the broom, it's the energy clearing, and then with the sun, it just feels like clearing away like what doesn't like serve you or serve a situation or serve whatever doesn't like serve it the best. It's like clearing that away to bring in what you know what's better or what does to bring in better. It could be something with like routine and like I don't know, like spell work and I guess whatever things the way you do things and routine, maybe spiritual routine or whatnot. When it comes with the potion and stuff. And I'm glad it said that too, like because I was thinking like candles too, like especially with the rosemary and stuff, like candles, herbs, or different things or whatnot, to bring something to life type of thing. But that's that. Something trying to empower your autonomy or whatnot. When it comes to independent, the first topic, independence and self. hmm And let's go to the second topic. I feel like you gotta like again, like I'm so sorry. So for the first topic, I really just think like in simple terms, I guess, like needing to like find your own thing. Like I said again, autonomy, finding your own like values and faith or thing or routine, um, what works for you in a way or whatnot. It's funny too, because the rosemary did say like remembrance of like the dead. But sometimes I do use rosemary to like remember myself. Like sometimes you kind of get lost in the sauce. So like it's just something about remembering like yourself as well. When I saw remembrance, like not forgetting like who you are and all that stuff, or not getting lost in the sauce. We're gonna go on to the second one. Okay. All right. So for this week's Jupiter Day card per reading, the second topic is Alchemist, the Magician. The card that came out is Butterfly, Transformation, Joy, Beauty, Transience. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of that, is Rain, Cleansing, Purification, Hydration. And then top of the deck, used to watch this right now, is Spring, Rebuilding, Awakening, Rebirth. There could be something with, like, I don't know, nature-y and watering the plants and stuff. So let's find Butterfly. Okay, I found it. All right. Butterfly, Transformation, Joy, Beauty, Transience. Butterflies are commonly associated with beauty and joy. They are inspirational in their loveliness by the journey they go through to achieve this metamorphosis. It is even more inspirational if less pretty. Caterpillars must completely dissolve in the chrysalis, giving up their very physical selves in the process of transformation. Only once they have relinquished everything can their physical matter be reassembled as butterflies. The idea that much sacrifice can be overwhelming can the idea that much sacrifice can be overwhelming even if the end result is glorious. Fear of change can also hold you back. Let the beauty and joy that await you inspire courage. Trust that achieving your goal will be worth it. The butterfly card urges you not to be afraid to let yourself grow and become something new. We have a reflection here. Are you afraid to make a change, especially if this change means giving up parts of yourself in the process? I could relate to the first topic because I was saying too from the car is that there's something about like needing to like let go of something in order to like be better or whatnot. And that's like the caterpillar. Um, it's like, transforming into something else. And immediately when I saw transformation and I saw like for the topic Alchemist the Magician, I automatically just thought about like how like the alchemist and the magician or whatever like transmutes or whatnot. So that could be that as well. Something about like the beauty and the way that like transformation happens and like the whole thing that they described with how like the caterpillar goes from that to like a butterfly. It's something about that and like transitioning and transmuting and the alchemist and the magician. I feel like it's like the whole thing of like relating it of like can transmute anything into any type of energy into something else that they can use in a way. That's what I'm mostly getting as basically. Yeah, that's the only thing that like came up, and as I'm just kind of like trying to go over it and just make sure that's what it is, that's what I'm really getting for the most part. It's like the whole thing of transformation and transmuting when it comes to the alchemist, the what you call it, the magician, and like the process of it, and like the ability to turn anything into what you need, kind of like able to transmute any energy into the energy that you need, that is like um or whatnot. And then for some reason I'm getting like this subtle thing also of like the whole thing of like the journey of like the shaman and everything like that, or healers and all that stuff, like the whole, common thing of like, oh, um when we're like transitioning or becoming like the alchemist, the magician, the shaman, the healer or whatnot, like we go through like initiation and things like that, and it's like to transform us into that. So I was getting that too. Something about the process of like how we become the alchemist, the magician, the shaman, the healer or whatnot, the transformation of it all. And they, when I like connect with the energies, the spirit realm, like they always say that it's like the whole thing of like just like when the caterpillar starts to do the whole metamorphosis and changing how it has to, how it melts its own body and stuff like that, and breaks its own self down, only to like be rebuilt up to like something even stronger, something even more beautiful or whatnot. I feel like that's like the process of us as well. Like sometimes think in like we gotta molt everything down, like and everything like that, break everything down, or just to like transmute and build it up into something like more or stronger or better or whatnot, to transform you into the shaman, the healer, the alchemist, the magician, or whatnot. So the process of that, sometimes it could be painful. When I was saying that too, I was getting the whole thing about diamonds make pressure. So like having pressure and squeezing or whatnot, and it could be like hot. It could be very painful and pressure and stuff like that, but what comes out of it is what a diamond. Yeah. And the part where it definitely said the idea of that much sacrifice can be overwhelming even if the end result is glorious, and then fear of change can also hold you back, and all of that stuff. It's like when we go through like the tower and all that stuff, you know what I mean? It's like when we go through all that stuff and the tower and everything. But at the end of it all, it's like we grew, we became better. It like you, it's like you came through it better. Like it just cleansed you out and all that stuff. Even though it was a tower and everything like that. So yeah, that is it for this week's Jupiter Day card per readings. Your card per reading, the second topic, Alchemist, the Magician. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree or you can email me to set the day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. It's helpful. And peace out, y'all. Um, hey there, no name. Have a great day.